So I'm going to share with you another one of my favorite recipes that my mother used to make. It's called Naliesnikai. Now, those are crepes that have a filling that consists of meat. I use ground turkey and vegetables. I use a red pepper, onion, and mushrooms. That's what I like mixing into the meat. And you saute that up, and then you make the crepes separately. And then you put the filling into the crepe and fold up four sides, and it makes a square kind of a sandwich, I guess I'll call it. I don't really know what to call it. Well, the great thing about it is you can put it in the freezer and then take it out whenever you want, and you have a nice little dinner. To heat them up, even if you have not frozen them, what I do is I put some butter in a pan, and then I put I usually have two of those Naliesnikai onto the pan and wait until they're heated all the way through. Depends on how cold they are, and then flip them over. What I love about that, it makes the crepe a little crispy. It is so good. It's so good. I say that about everything, but what can I say? We love to eat. So I cut up my vegetables, the red pepper, the onion, and the mushrooms into small pieces, and I pour those over my ground turkey, and I combine it using my hands until it's thoroughly combined, and then saute them in a pan with a little bit of oil for about 40 minutes till the vegetables are soft. Now, the crepe recipe I use is 1 cup flour, 1 cup milk, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon oil, and 1/4 teaspoon salt, but I use 3 times the recipe. I put the wet ingredients into the pitcher and mix that up with a whisk, and then I start adding the dry ingredients a little at a time and mix that together. Once all of the flour is added, I use the handheld mixer. I just feel that works better than a blender. While I'm mixing that up, I heat up the pan. The pan needs to be heated up pretty hot on medium-high. And I also have a bowl with a little bit of oil and a paper towel in it used for oiling the pan. And here it is. I'm oiling the pan. Not too much oil because the batter will just slide off. And then you pour the batter in, and it kind of sticks to the pan, and you move the pan around. Now, the first crepe usually doesn't come out well because the pan isn't hot enough or it's not quite oily enough. So don't give up after one crepe. Then you flip it over, and then, putting it together, you put the filling in the middle. Now, my crepes always break because the recipe I use probably has a little too much flour in it. You probably could cut back on the flour in that recipe, and I also put too much filling in there. But you fold up the four sides, and I put it in these take-out containers that I saved, and then I can pop those into the freezer or in the refrigerator, and they kind of solidify a little bit when they're cold, so it's a little easier to pick them up and put them in the frying pan. And to heat them up, you put butter in a pan and melt that, and then you heat those crepes in the pan. I usually cover it, and boy, do they come out good. And here they are, all heated up, ready to eat.